everybody, it's Carly here for the Stamp Market. Since the Stamp Market has some gorgeous new pattern papers, I thought it'd be fun to talk about ways to use them. So one of the first ways I love to use pattern paper is just as a background. Now these papers are so gorgeous, they don't really need much more, but a die cut sentiment really makes it pop. So I've got this pattern that I've die cut to fit my card front, and now I am just topping it with this sentiment. I have die cut the sentiment twice from white cardstock and once from that beautiful sky blue color, and I'm layering them together to give it a little bit of dimension and a little bit of weight against that background paper. Now this card I think is so pretty, and seriously, less than 5 minutes and you can make somebody's day. Now a second way I really like to use pattern paper is to create borders. Especially with some of the stripes in this collection, they just really lend themselves to fun borders. So I've got the stripe pattern paper and just plain white cardstock cut to card front size. I'm going to trim 1/2 inch off of each side of the white, and then I can layer it over that pattern paper and have either a fat stripe on the right, a fat stripe on the left, or center it and have 2 skinnier stripes that just are really cute. And again, topped with a die cut sentiment and you're good to go. Now a third way is shakers. Now I'm a big fan of white cards that have a pop of color underneath with the shaker bits, and a patterned pop is even better. So I have die cut this paper hugs from a white panel, and I'm just going to adhere some acetate behind it. In addition to the tape on my acetate, I'm putting a little bit of glue around the letter openings just so they stay nicely stuck down, don't pop up in the mail, and just keep it really flat and beautiful. Now once I've got my acetate on there, I'm gluing the little letter bits back onto the front. So the insides of my P's and my R and my A, I'm just gluing them onto that acetate. And then I'm going to make my little shaker container on the back from foam tape. Put my little shaker bits in there, and then I'm going to adhere the pattern paper to that little foam tape shaker container. And doing this with a little pattern paper on the back and not having to glue it to the whole card just makes it so much easier to keep those bits in there. Now the last way I think is fun is to stamp on the pattern paper. Of course, some of the patterns are going to lend themselves to this technique more than others, but especially this white with confetti dot, oh, so cute. It's so fun to stamp on it. I highly recommend pigment ink just to give you a little bit more of an opaque look, and it is good to go. So thank you so much. I hope these ideas spark your imagination. You can find more information on the Stamp Market blog, and have a great day. Happy crafting!